Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Something you want to speak for a second?
No. So, people examples. I thought it was supposed to be an individual case. And also based on what was convicted at trial, it seemed that she relied very heavily on unconvicted, uncharged allegations and nothing proven.
Feds steal $1.74 billion in Bitcoin, kidnap man for life for building website that used it. As Bitcoin's popularity soars, one of its early adopters is currently serving a life sentence for creating a website that popularized the cryptocurrency. By John Vibes, December 3, 2017. Before Bitcoin became the newest tech and investment craze, it was seen as the currency of the black market, which was used to buy and sell drugs on the infamous dark web. In fact, one of the early adopters of Bitcoin is currently serving a life sentence for creating one of the first websites that popularized the cryptocurrency. He was one of the first people to find a way to utilize Bitcoin that the mainstream could understand, which brought the technology into pop culture. His name is Ross Ulbricht, and he is the founder of the Silk Road, the anonymous online marketplace which became a target for politicians and law enforcement because of the large volume of drugs that were being sold through the site. On the Silk Road, drug users and vendors were able to trade anonymously using Bitcoin, making it one of the first major commerce platforms to adopt the cryptocurrency. Advertisement. Even though Ulbricht did nothing but create a website just like the famous billionaires Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos, he was treated like El Chapo in court because his invention worked against the system, instead of for it. One important point that was heavily overlooked by the media during the Ulbricht trial was the fact that the Silk Road actually made the world a safer place by undermining prohibition. Even though drugs are illegal, large numbers of people still use them on a regular basis, and these people are often put into dangerous situations because of these prohibitions. The Silk Road allowed people to purchase drugs from the comfort of their living room to avoid the risk of getting mugged in a dark alleyway. It also allowed them to read reviews of the products that their potential dealer was selling, saving them from tainted drugs and dirty batches that could put their lives at risk. Read more. Former FBI agent and congressman who threatened kill reporter on live TV, sentenced to prison. Ross Ulbricht should have gotten the Nobel Prize for his visionary application of a new and revolutionary technology, but instead, he was arrested in October 2013 and has been sitting in federal prison ever since, awaiting a break in his case, or the end of the drug war. With his arrest, the FBI seized 174,000 bitcoins, which was worth $34.5 million at the time. Today the bitcoins stolen from Ulbricht are worth roughly $1,740,000,000 or $1.74 billion, and there is no telling what the government has done with that money. In early October 2013, just before Ulbricht's arrest, Bitcoin was still very underground and worth about $140. In the month following the shutdown of the Silk Road, more people than ever flocked to Bitcoin and the dark web, pushing the cryptocurrency to new heights of $1,000 just a month later. As the mainstream media told the world about Bitcoin and what was happening on the dark web, dozens of anonymous marketplaces popped up in place of Silk Road, and some of them are still running today. This constant reinvention of the Silk Road brand and the myriad of spin-off marketplaces is reminiscent of the battle that took place between online file-sharing websites and the global record and film industries. Whenever the government took down a file-sharing site, 10 more would spring up in its place, making it very difficult for authorities to keep up with the overgrowing connectivity that the internet provides. Even now that the cryptocurrency is appearing on mainstream television and reaching a market cap that rivals that of major banks, governments still have no clue how to deal with a technology that allows citizens to easily avoid taxes and trade in prohibited goods off the radar. Just this week, Nobel Prize-winning economist Joseph Stiglitz called for the cryptocurrency to be banned, saying that Bitcoin is successful only because of its potential for circumvention, lack of oversight, so it seems to me it ought to be outlawed. Meanwhile, Coinbase, one of the world's largest Bitcoin exchanges has announced that the IRS is forcing them to hand over the information of anyone who has had more than $20,000 flowing through the site in the past year.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.